Welcome. Welcome to the practice of intention and intuition. It goes on. Whatever else is happening, however discouraged you might be, however disappointed in yourself, there's this deep breath. You keep it up. The practice of intention and intuition. You transform, you tong-lin the rage to great fullness. Inca, enlightenment, Satori, Kensho, Nirvana is the great satiation. You suss it out. You try to get there. You circle around the stupa. Slower happens. This slower happens. Now this, then this. Now here, nowhere. You take a deep breath. I wonder, I was reading Blood and Slavery by Kevin Bales. Did you know that your gold ring, the one you got married with, the one I got married with, it may have been mined in Ghana with slave labor. There are 35.8 million slaves in the world, creating untold ecocide, held by force and violence. And the Coke 1% master narrative official story, the highly invasive, corrupt, corrosive, capitalist way is global now. The G-spots are all over, and they do the dig and wash, which is for gold, a little bit like slash and burn, is for agriculture. And that slavery creates ecocide and biomagnification. And until I, again and again, never again, until we penetrate the carapace of Coke 1%, panic, greed, guilt, shame, fear, rage, until we penetrate to the place where the witness arises beyond time immemorial. Here, we are the Zeitzeugen of the Tsugma. And there's a Zen, zombie, Zionnazi, feminazi, fossil-fueled, fast and furious. Fegele, verschlumpt, verschlungene, Dayenu chutzpahdik charisma. You paranormalize the whole episystem. The common weal is reallocated, privatized, essentially by the 1%, for the 1%. and their CEOs, their C-suite hereafters, and the aftermath. I read TPP, Tantric Practice Partnership, and its afterplay. And the foreplay is 2-ply with 6 degrees of separation on the 8-fold origami path. Noble, non-narcissistic path. At the quantum level, there's double beta decay, QCD, QED. You quibble in the queeg moment about the quiddities and the qualia, and the quantification thereof. Take it serious. This practice of intention and intuition, take a deep breath. It's a seed syllable on a slippery slope. It's a Freudian slip, fossil fueled, fast and furious. In the business as usual, BAUC, capitalist, benthos, bewitched in the bathos of baby boom and big bang standard model, and its dark energy and its gravity waves where black holes swallow one another and pulse and pulse. It's an Orlando origami. It's a Dallas shooting. It's a Baton Rouge. It's St. Paul. It's Baltimore. When will it stop? It'll stop when the killer cops are treated like the cop killers. Cops kill, and the killers of cops are killed, as they should be, as all killers in the killing fields. Clear and clean and sober. And the climate change goes on. It's a catastrophe in the making, like mining gold with mercury. Dig and wash. You take a deep breath. You ask, are you or your ma there? Slow-mo, mother. Are your mother there? Are your mother there? Late bloomers are slow learners, but good at holding grudges. You remember all the slavery and its aftermath. And you wonder, can we be witnesses to a creative common, a connectome, where relativistically we're related to one another, and we treat each other well at the meta level. The episystem arises and passes away. Death stalks us all, and here we are. Take a deep breath. Inca is the antidote. Us 36 inner stand, we inner breathe. the singularity, the synesthesia. Feel it. The homeostasis and the peristalsis comes of its own in the quilted multiverse. The ghost species goes to the comfort zones or the sacrifice zones. And the Spice Islands and the schizo-sapiens, the psycho-exodus, deus ex machina, deifying the damned and the demons and the Satans of Semitism. Us of the Jewish persuasion, we wonder, what is Dayenu? Dayenu. We are where we are, doing what we do. And we wonder, as we wander, you circle around the stupa, practicing intention and intuition. We are the overburden of body-mind processes. It's big and monaural. Can't hear you. Take a deep breath. You hold yourself until you beheld. Till you beheld lightly and fully the grace and the grit that encompasses you in the microgroove, comfort zone. Epinka, it's heavy lifting, seeing how it's all turning out. Us becoming a ghost species, and we're on a Trump trajectory. Maybe he's going to win. He may well win. He may well do what he's done. AI, VR, the Oculus Rift, the Bitcoin baby boom, and the blockchain. Imagine being empowered in the trough of terror. Blood, sweat, and slavery on the trail of tears. To ride a bridge too far to nowhere. You take a deep breath. Teach me, Sensei, to lose and not to lose. To lose gracefully and win self-effacingly. Because us 36 here at Hamlin, at the Buddhist Alzheimer's home for the hospiceless. It's not personal. This terror, torture, this ubiquitous surveillance. It's not personal, but they have your metadata, and they can put together who you are and profile your dissidents if you decide to dissuade yourself from drinking the Fukushima Fiji Flint water Kool-Aid. You do the deed and you follow the dead, as any former deadhead would tell you. Jerry Garcia. Democracy Now! Woodstock, we're going to roll the clock back to Woodstock. Because there was a possibility at Woodstock of avoiding climate change. There was a counter-future. Now there's only a Trumpish, Trump-Bayard trajectory. And it's only by bashing the Trump piñata and the hillbilly hegemony of the Hebrews and the hypervigilant, PTSD, OCD, OBE, out-of-body experience, NDE, near-death experience. You practice intention and intuition at the G-spot. I read TPP, Okie dokie. In our herbal administration, we're gonna roll the tape back. All that red tape from Woodstock. Who's that calling and responding? Call and response. Take me to where I go, where I've been, on the B-side. You do you. Haters hate. Hegemony facilitates hate. But it's perfect. 2.0 is perfect. You switch up onto the B-side for your selfie. Neti, neti, gate, gate. It's a potluck, randomized and double-blind, synesthetic singularity. It's a quilted multiverse, and vice versa. You take a deep breath at the center of the gravity waves and particles. There is a black hole, anechoic silence, anarchic, inertial momentum. There's a radial velocity and an angular momentum and double beta decay, but we're all Higgs bosons on this bus. There's a necronepotism in a narcisso-narcoleptic coke 1% master narrative official story. Here at Hamlin, at the Buddhist Alzheimer's home for the hospiceless, you ask the guru within for a win-win, and you wait for God O or God S. I read TPP. Inside you, babe, there's a copacetic consilience, supercalifragilistic, like so many days before. Us 36, we understand the inner breath. There's a Maha Mocha cleansing in the mikvah of the multiverse. We tungle in the rage, reviscerate its energy into motivation, into focus. We stay the course for God or goods. Commodified, militarized, monetized mainstreams, memes. But we speak ebonics. We practice intention and intuition. We are securitized in a dollarized democracy. Buckley v. Vallejo. Free speech, free guns, free lunch. What's wrong with this picture? How does it get pixelated into AI, VR, G4S? First and last, be grateful. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, W. Challenge and novelty keeps you from getting demented if you're old. And if you're old, you take a deep breath and be thankful for all them days that the sciatica relents. The scoliosis doesn't twist you into a turnt template. And you're trill, so trill, no chill. Take a deep breath. BAE, HMU. Take a deep breath. The afterplay is as important as the foreplay, and inside you, babe, is clear and copacetic. Witnessance arises. We worship God-S. Flip the script, reverse the curse, rattle the cage. Rumble in the jungle. With the counter-future, back to the counter-future. It's so inside out. Like Woodstock, like Groundhog Day, like Bill Murray's version of reality of the mental multiverse. You wake up and you do the same thing again and again. You take a deep breath. It's all beside the point on the B-side. It's a bridge to nowhere. You practice intention and intuition. It's a Rashomon rhino reality. It repels you and it repeats itself with super partners and super predators and gigavirus and Zika microcephalo. Ziggurats. You're stigmatized by your stigmata. ISIS is us. Bird by bird, you understand. You circle around the stupa. You lay down your motif for Menschlichkeit and the Mama Lotion in Ebonics. Mamma Mia. Sonny and Cher. Chris T. Yearning for friendship, thirsty for Trump. She said we were soulmates. You dance the abundance. You take a deep breath. Give it your best shot. Beshert, Habibi, Schwarze, please. Take a deep breath. You, me, like everybody else, need to be cherished. I'm taking full responsibility for being thirsty to be cherished.